Battle of Arcole. Only 333 deaths?
In 1796, at the height of the French Revolutionary Wars, a young French general took charge of a ragged, demoralized army in northern Italy. It was his first command. Many expected him to fail. Instead, in just 1 month,
I saw the Battle of Nations video,
he won his
which
first
ultra impressed me
campaign.
because everything that battles where I live, the names of the villages
With
and stuff.
astonishing self-confidence, boldness and energy, he led his army to victory after victory, transforming the war in Europe, winning praise from a grateful republic, and forging a legend. This is the story of Napoleon Bonaparte's
It's actually
first
kinda cool, man.
campaign,
This is fun as
and the dawn of a new age.
what a great YouTube channel, man.
October 1796. 6 months have passed since General Napoleon Bonaparte took command of the French army of Italy.
Imagine having an era
In
called
that
after you.
time, he's led a series of brilliant operations against the Austrians and won a string of battles. Now he appears close to final victory. He's driven Austrian field forces off the plains of northern Italy, back towards the Alps, while his troops have the great fortress city of Mantua, the key to Italy, under close siege. Mantua's oversized Austrian garrison is nearing starvation and riddled with disease. Napoleon appeals to its commander, Field Marshal von Wurmser, to surrender. The brave should be facing danger, not swamp plague, he jibes. But Wurmser is a tough old veteran. He will not yield while any glimmer of hope remains.
Must have all been very easy to say, I will not yield while you still have good food, while your men are fucking starving and dying. It's very easy to say, I feel like.
And he knows
If you're in
that
this
to the
position.
north, Austria is gathering fresh troops.
Ah,
to
he's
march
hoping
to
for
his
this.
aid. True, many are Grentz battalions, a type of Habsburg frontier militia, poorly drilled and short of officers. But they help raise the strength of the Austrian field army to 44,000. And they have a new general to lead them, Feldzeugmeister or Lieutenant General Józef Alvinci. The 61-year-old Hungarian was once military tutor to Emperor Francis himself, and is regarded as diligent, sharp, and brave. He and his staff draw up plans for a fresh offensive to rescue.
When an army was raised, there must have been villages and cities full of women and children and old men. There must have been, you know?
Wurmser and Mantua. Alvinci and Kostanovic will lead the main column, 26,000 strong, from Friuli to Bassano, then onwards to Mantua. Davidovic's corps.
I always complain in Total War that every time I beat an army, there's another army coming to attack me. I always complain. But you see in real life, it's the same. He wins and wins and wins. Oh, they have another army. Oh, there's another army. And then this one. And then this guy's coming.
Reinforced.
It kind of puts everything in
18,000
perspective a
will
bit.
retake Trento and push south through the Adige Valley. The two forces will link up at the earliest opportunity. Meanwhile, Wurmser, who can muster just 12,000 fit men from the Mantua garrison, will launch powerful sorties to pin down as many French units as possible. Napoleon, by contrast, has received very few reinforcements from France. His weary divisions are suffering from shortages and sickness, and will be outnumbered on every front. Alvinci begins his...
Every time I watch a Napoleon video, they always say it looks pretty bad for Napoleon. And I'm always like, how is he going to handle it this time? It's like a TV show. How is the hero going to win this time in the season final?
On the 22nd of October. The following day, the heavens open, drenching troops, swelling rivers, and reducing roads to mud.
That must suck, dude.
For the time being, Napoleon is content to observe the enemy struggle forward in such conditions, knowing the effort will exhaust his infantry and disrupt supplies. On the 2nd of November, fighting breaks out north of Trento, where Napoleon has ordered Vaubois to attack. He wants to keep Davidovich
So much war everywhere, man.
but Vaubois is
Thank you,
heavily
Rhododendron, my dude.
outnumbered,
Thank you.
and his attack fails. Vaubois begins pulling back to Caliano, while Massena gives up Bassano and withdraws towards Vicenza. But now Alvinci's advance becomes strung out, slowed by the heavy rain and poor fitness of his recruits. And it is against Napoleon's nature to remain passive for so long. As the Austrians cross the Brenta, he orders Massena to attack General Liptay's division at Fontaniva, while Augereau attacks Hohenzollern at Bassano. The French launched dozens of separate...
I don't want to sound like a Facebook mom. How privileged we are that we don't have war anymore. For thousands of years, it's just war, war, war. I'm bashing your hand and I'm gonna rape your wife and I'm gonna murder you, bro. How privileged we are that we just sit here and play video games, man. We're fucking lucky motherfuckers, dude.
assaults.
Sure, there's still war in the world, but I mean you and me, man! You dumb or something. Fucking cleaning lady is here. I can't scream at you. She's gonna think I'm retarded. Come on.
But for all their poor march discipline, the Austrian recruits stand their ground and fight hard. With around 3,000 casualties on each side, the Second Battle of Bassano...
You fucking morons. I obviously mean you and me, Alto. Oh, Daru Entro, I wanna...
is the bloodiest day's fighting so far in the Italian campaign. And a failure for Napoleon. Hours later,
Again, you feel like, how is he winning? He just got wrecked? How the fuck is he always getting out of these issues?
receives dire news from Vaubois. During heavy fighting at Caliano,
It's just luck.
some Croatian troops get behind the French line, triggering panic and a rout.
Goddamn Croatians.
Vaubois loses nearly half his division,
Wow.
killed, wounded, or missing, before he can regroup at Rivoli.
How on earth is he coming out of this?
The French are falling back on all fronts. And unless Napoleon can conjure something remarkable, he seems destined to suffer a major strategic defeat.
Yeah, this might be moments where Napoleon felt like, oh shit. Soldiers! I am not satisfied with you. It's like Friedrich Merz, Alter. You abandoned yourself to panic. You were driven from positions where a handful of brave men might have stopped an army. Let it be inscribed on their colors. They are no longer part of the army of Italy. Whoa! He's like a sucky little girlfriend, man. All of a sudden, I don't bring home Gucci bags anymore. I'm suddenly a piece of shit. Whoa! He gave them a non-sub brand? Disappointed dad. The hell?
Napoleon's position
Team!
is perilous, but his enemy's cautious pursuit affords him some respite. 4 whole days pass while Alvinci and Davidovich coordinate their next moves. It's not a delay Napoleon would have tolerated if the shoe had been on the other foot. When the Austrians finally advance,
Thank you, Tondern. Thank you, man.
Hohenzollern's vanguard approaches Verona to investigate reports of a French retreat. This isolated division is too tempting for Napoleon to ignore.
But how does he know? I just think that's so interesting. So Napoleon sits in Verona. He's sitting there. And he's like, there's someone approaching. Okay, what are the reports? How do they know that they are... How does this information come to him? That he knows they're super alone. These scouts must be fucking legends, man. Scouts are like everything. The pigeons are telling him. The scouts must be so perfect. If you do any fucking mistake as a scout, holy shit.
The orders Augereau...
It's like real war, like in Ukraine and all, right? Information is everything. Everything.
To attack. They inflict 400
He zoomed
casualties,
out.
but Hohenzollern escapes to a ridge near Caldiero. The next day, Napoleon orders renewed attacks. but conditions are atrocious. The French struggle uphill into driving rain and hail, their boots slipping in the mud, under fire from Austrians dug in on the ridgetop.
This looks terrible for Napoleon.
Around noon, Colonel Dupuy's 32nd Demi Brigade finally gets onto the ridge. It looks like the French may be able to lever the Austrians.
Every time I watch these videos, I feel like the French have plus 10 stats compared to the enemies. I'm walking up a hill in rain, and I'm really tired lately and demotivated, but I'm just gonna destroy these Austrians real quick, don't worry.
Out of their position.
The fuck?
But then, the Austrian army begins to arrive in force to support Hohenzollerns' hard-pressed division.
You're done, Napoleon is dead here. What the fuck?
The French are in danger of being outflanked on both wings.
That's
they
it.
Take up new defensive
Roll the
positions
credits.
and hold the line until darkness, when Napoleon cuts his losses and orders a retreat to Verona.
Dude, run, bro.
It has been an unequivocal French defeat. Napoleon's first in battle. The following day, he writes furiously to the Directory in Paris. He has no doubt that they are to blame for his defeat.
Yeah, a bit of a little...
failing to send
He's like me dying in Dota, man, blaming everyone but himself.
We may be on the verge of losing Italy. None of the expected help has arrived. The army of Italy, reduced to a handful of men, is worn out.
Trump talk.
The heroes of Lodi, Millesimo, Castiglione and Bassano have died for their country or are in the hospital.
Gerasimov!
The men have nothing left but their reputation and their pride. We are abandoned in the depths of Italy.
They were actually not really helping him.
But despite his apparent despair, Napoleon has already devised a plan to strike back. A breathtakingly bold move that will spawn.
Here we go, the guy's
greatest
gonna do a crazy move and fuck everyone up. In a few days we'll try one last effort. What an all-in move, man. The fucking balls. You can't even talk to that one girl, bro.
With the Austrians converging on Verona, Napoleon decides to risk everything on a daring surprise attack. Leaving Macquart to cover Verona, he will circle south with the rest of the army, cross the Adige River, and swing north.
They must be so tired after that march, though.
Vince's lines of communication and capture his artillery, baggage, and supplies.
No way that works.
Such losses.
Sometimes in history, even these generals must be like, damn, good thing that worked out. That was lucky.
Will force
Thank you, Marley.
to abandon his advance. Marching overnight.
Marching all
Augereau
day,
and
bro.
Massena arrive undetected at Ronco.
Bro is in stealth mode.
Augereau's men cross the Adige on a pontoon bridge and begin moving north. But with marshland on all sides, they have to stick to the narrow, raised causeway, just 20 yards wide. And when they reach Arcole, where they must cross the bridge to continue north, they find it held by 2 Croatian battalions.
Haste rune.
Horribly exposed on the causeway.
Yeah, where's enemy scouts?
Heavy fire.
We talked about scouts earlier. Not a single fucking Austrian is like, hey, a massive army is moving east, guys. I see them over the river.
The French troops take cover behind its reverse slope. Reinforcements are sent up, but they too are pinned down by the weight of fire from the far bank. Colonel Lannes had discharged himself from hospital that morning in order not to miss the battle. He now attempts to lead a charge, but is hit in the leg. The fiery Augereau refuses to accept defeat and orders another attack. But his men are exhausted and demoralized, with 3 generals wounded. The attack at Arcole has stalled.
Imagine you're a soldier in Napoleon's army since the beginning. The things you've seen, the things you've went through, bro. From Italy all the way to Waterloo, man. What a fucking life. And how much trauma. I'm coming, Lisa.
When Alvinci hears gunfire from the south, he assumes the French are making a feint to divert him from his own planned attack on Verona. But then comes alarming news that the French have crossed the Adige in force and are behind his left flank.
He even saw Egypt, yeah, they even went to the pyramids, man.
French bridgehead and diverts Mitrovsky to reinforce Arcole.
How the fuck does Napoleon pull this off? This looks so cooked for him.
Massena's division, moving northwest to protect the flank of the advance, runs straight into the Austrians at Bionde. At first, the Austrians have the better of it. But a disastrous friendly fire incident triggers panic.
Oh shit.
And Massena drives the Austrians back.
Why are you
up the
panicking,
causeway.
you fucking morons? Bolognese.
Napoleon is increasingly concerned by the holdup.
Yeah, but he's gonna win anyway, right?
If they cannot break through, Alvinci will have ample time to redeploy and prevent any advance.
And where are the 12K surrounded in that Italian city? What are they doing?
He now orders General Gier to take 2 regiments, cross the Adige at Albaredo, and lead them up the eastern bank of the Alpone River to hit Arcole from the south. He himself rides to the bridge to try to get the attack moving.
Also, I have so many questions. If you are a rich aristocrat of Austria, like a king, couldn't you easily pay a single guy in Napoleon's 50,000 army to fucking kill Napoleon? A nice assassination, bro? Can't be that hard to assassinate the guy, right? You should easily get like an internal guy, right? They tried this a shit ton. Among 50,000, one must be...
hundreds of French troops sheltering behind the causeway, unwilling to face the Austrian fire. General Augereau grabs a standard and begins to advance. This highly romanticized depiction was painted 2 years later. "Grenadiers," he cries, "come and seek your color." In reality, none had the courage to follow him.
Whoa.
Then,
This is it for Frodo. No, no, no. And then Aragorn looks back and no one is coming. Gandalf is standing there. Fuck you, Aragorn, bro.
the commander of the army of Italy himself draws his saber, picks up a standard, and runs forward. There is withering fire all around. Several men fall wounded. His aide-de-camp, Colonel Muron, is killed. Another aide-de-camp, a Polish officer named Sulkowski, recalls, "The soldiers saw him, and none of them imitated him. I was witness to this extraordinary cowardice, and I cannot conceive it."
Dude, back then, these generals were probably very high and mighty, huh? You fucking maggots, listen to me. So sorry that I'm not standing up charging with you fucking moron. You're the one getting glory. I lose a leg and then I get a medal. And my wife at home gets no money. Fuck you.
With the French infantry refusing to follow their officers, the assault on the bridge ends in abject failure.
Uh-oh.
A well-timed Austrian counterattack drives them back down the causeway.
Napoleon is finished. It's over.
In the rout, Napoleon's horse loses its footing.
Uh-oh.
He tumbles into the swamp and has to be hauled out by his aides.
GG.
That evening, General Gier launches his attack on Arcole from the south.
Here we go.
The defenses are less formidable on this side, and his men fight their way into the village. Arcole, at last,
I've never seen so
has
much
fallen.
cowardice in a horse.
But that night, Gier's men are ordered to pull back. Napoleon is preparing to retreat. If, as he expects, Davidovich has continued his advance down the Adige Valley, Napoleon must withdraw now or face encirclement. His bold maneuver appears to have failed. Then, at 4 a.m., Napoleon receives a report from Rivoli
Here we go.
that changes everything. Not only does Vaubois still hold the town, he hasn't even been attacked yet. Napoleon's line of retreat remains secure for at least a few days more. It's all the reassurance he needs. He immediately cancels his retreat and issues
Who wrote
orders
this season,
to
bro?
attack.
Uh-oh. These pictures are making it, man.
Napoleon has lost the element of surprise, and Alvinci is now planning his own counterattack. Overnight, his troops edge forward. Provera to Belfiore di Porcile, Mitrovsky back into Arcole. Both armies are on the move before dawn. Massena sends skirmishers into the marshland.
It was a long
When the
week.
Austrians arrive, bunched up on the causeway, they make easy targets.
Are they dumb?
Af-
It's a fucking battlefield. You fought all day yesterday. And you just walk into that like a fucking moron? Just put a scout in the woods. Hans, mach dich mal, guck mal drüber. Hans didn't come back. They might be in the fucking swamp on the right. We should be careful. Are you fucking stupid? It was night. You're even stupider.
After a sharp fight in
Bunch
which
of
an
fucking
Austrian
idiots.
general is
They're
killed,
fucking gifting it to him, dude.
Massena's men are driving the enemy before them. Augereau, however, cannot get close to Arcole.
Boah,
The
Alter,
causeway
what
is
a
still
battle, dude.
swept by Austrian musket fire
Hoi,
and
hoi,
canister
hoi.
from across the Alpone. Napoleon orders troops to cross downstream at Albaredo. But the Austrians now have 2 battalions guarding the crossing point. French attempts to float or swim across the river come to naught. Day 2 of the battle.
Some
ends
historians
in
say
state.
Napoleon won so much because the others were so incompetent. Well, it is what it is, right? But damn, I should have let these Austrians.
Many soldiers have to camp amid the marshes and get what food and rest they can. Napoleon will try once more to break through.
What kind of food did the average French Joe have in his backpack at this time? Does someone have a short or something? Thank you, Kingsman Clown, man.
But he is running out of time.
Probably bread, lots of bread, huh? What a crazy battle, man.
Davidovich, who by now has received several urgent requests from Alvinci to advance,
Attack, bro, what are you doing?
finally attacks on the 17th of November.
They literally
Vaubois.
invented margarine? Shut up. There's no way. Fuck you, I'm gonna test you on that. No way in hell it's gonna say made by Napoleon's army. Margarine has roots in discovery by French chemist Chevreul in 1813. That's 20 years later. Then regarded margarine acid, blah, 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 blah. After the French Emperor Napoleon III. Napoleon III. You lied. You lied.
Outgunned division breaks.
Swear to God, test me.
The Austrians take
Sorry.
Rivoli and 1,000
Sorry, Tommy.
prisoners, nearly
Fact
capture
checked.
Vaubois himself. With Davidovich on the move at last, Napoleon must force a decision at Arcole or retreat.
How is he gonna turn this?
The bridge at Arcole has proved too tough to crack. So Napoleon switches tactics. Augereau's division will cross the Alpone and attack Arcole from the south in force. A column
Which is
is
very
sent
predictable.
10
You should
miles
know that's
south
coming.
to cross at Legnago and then race back up the eastern bank to support him. Massena will advance up the
One bridge too
causeway
far.
in support, while also protecting the left flank.
He invented the baguette and the dildo.
That night, the French assemble a pontoon bridge over the Alpone.
Dude, these engineers, man.
Augereau's division
Respect.
begins crossing before
No cap on
dawn.
God, bro.
But at sunrise, Austrian gunners in Albaredo spot the bridge and score a hit, knocking it out
He
of
literally, shut up.
Canned food was literally invented because Napoleon was tired of feeding his army like garbage. As in 1795, his soldiers were starving because all the food had spoiled. So he offered a
Look at
cash
that editing,
prize
man.
of 12,000
No wonder we're all
francs to
fucked
anyone who
dead.
could invent a better way to preserve food for his troops. And the only person who succeeded was the French chef Nicolas Appert, who developed a method of sealing food in airtight glass jars. Although Napoleon and his army were initially satisfied with the innovation, soldiers started dying without being shot because some cans were improperly sealed, leading to the growth of deadly bacteria. Canned food was literally invented.
Shit, I want to play Wiki Free. When is Wiki Free coming out?
Action. Only the 51st Demi Brigade is across, though it gamely begins to advance on Arcole.
28th?
Massena's advance is also hamstrung by a
What's the
broken
DLC about?
pontoon bridge. To add to the crisis, the Austrians launch an attack on the fragile French bridgehead.
Ships and Japan.
Napoleon gathers every available gun to blast the Austrians, who fall back under a withering barrage. The bridges
Is Austria retarded? Like, you're trying to throw it.
repaired.
You're genuinely trying. It's like you're fucking
But as the French
Napoleon
advance,
spy.
they encounter stubborn opposition on both sides of the
Idiots.
Alpone. A bloody seesaw.
Whoa. Bro, the detail. Wow, imagine knowing how to paint like that. So they put ships there and then they made the bridge over. What a picture. That impresses me. Wow. Where's that hang in real life? Damn. That's so cool. What a picture.
Battle surges back and forth along the
Respect,
causeways. Neither side can deploy its troops
Super cool.
nor gain an advantage. Around 3 p.m., the French column from Legnago arrives, threatening to
Legnago?
turn the Austrian flank.
It's just who can flank more, huh?
Just
How do
as
you throw
Arcole
this battle?
seems about to fall, the Austrians launch a ferocious counterattack across the bridge. Brigadier General Robert is killed. His troops fall back in disarray. The panic is contagious. Augereau's men lose their nerve and fall back to the bridge.
I didn't hear no bell.
The moment of crisis has arrived. But while the enemy has just used his last reserves, Napoleon can call on Massena's unengaged troops, including the elite 32nd Demi Brigade. Their sudden counterattack.
Dude, how often do these Austrians run into fucking ambushes? At that point, you deserve it, man.
The causeway, taking scores of prisoners.
Oh my
As
god.
Augereau's division resumes.
I will think, look, I'm not a historian. I don't know fucking shit. I will think a lot of these battles were really a bit like based on randomness / luck in the case of panicking. Lots of panicking. We're winning. Wait, are we? What's going on? Are we winning? What, should we run? Are we gonna run right now? Okay, we're running. Wait, we're counterattacking. There's probably a lot of just panic and like, what is going on?
As they approach Arcole, Napoleon arranges a small ruse.
It's funny that we're about to play the Battle of Arcole in Total War, and there's like 5 battles of Arcole, man.
Guerre. 25 of his elite escort sweep in from the east, blowing bugles to feign a mass cavalry charge.
I have another pimple. I have so many pimples lately, man.
In the evening light, it's enough to scare the remaining garrison.
Yeah, but I
into
mean panic,
abandoning
right?
the
Panic,
village.
panic, panic. What a throw, man. Wow.
As the French continue their advance, Alvinci orders his exhausted, demoralized
Same with me, we're
army
getting
to
old.
retreat east to Montebello to protect its lines of communication.
Dude, just ambush them.
The 3-day Battle of Arcole has been a messy, bloody affair with no great tactical flourishes.
That's what I meant. It's probably
Napoleon's
just...
margin of victory
shoot for the
is
stars.
narrow, and a third of his army are casualties. But he has done enough for now.
How's that dude still alive, man? It took... Even he says it was lucky. Even he was like, bro, what? How did I win this?
Alvinci may be withdrawing, but Davidovich remains a threat. The next day, Napoleon sets off.
They
at his
never get a
customary
break, huh,
pace
these motherfuckers?
With Massena's division to reinforce Vaubois. Augereau takes a different route to threaten the Austrians' line of retreat. The confusion that follows between Alvinci and Davidovich verges on farce. Alvinci writes to his corps commander, informing him that he will support him by resuming his advance. But Davidovich, having heard of the defeat at Arcole and now directly menaced by Napoleon, is already retreating.
That's what I mean, the panic stuff.
On receiving Alvinci's letter, however, he tries to turn his army around, leading to such chaos
These pimples,
that he has to immediately countermand that order and resume his retreat. The end result is that both Austrian armies are soon withdrawing. And with exquisitely poor timing, gallant old Wurmser chooses this moment to launch his supporting attack from Mantua. He does at least secure some much-needed supplies, at a cost of 800 casualties.
Just cannibalize.
It has been a bruising campaign for Napoleon. By some estimates, he has lost more men than the Austrians. He has suffered his first defeat in battle, and won a costly, messy
So many mass
victory
graves,
at
huh?
Arcole. But he has beaten the odds and thrown back the enemy.
Even he must have been, woo,
What's more,
close one.
his heroic conduct at the bridge at Arcole will soon take on a life of its own. Artists and pamphleteers turn a slightly embellished version of events into a sensational piece of personal PR that captivates France. With Napoleon's active encouragement, the world is witnessing the birth of the Napoleonic legend. A powerful force that will inspire loyalty and devotion.
These pictures are
for
so
many
cool,
years to
bro.
come. For now, both armies settle into winter quarters, as December brings bitter cold and heavy snow to northern Italy. In Mantua, the Austrian garrison is near its limit. Starvation beckons, though Wurmser is determined to
Fuck
hold out
Worms or
to
fucking
the
rebel
last.
against him and get the fuck home.
The Austrians will have one last chance to save the city. A final offensive to decide the outcome of the war in Italy. A big thank you to PM.
Okay, well then. The Battle of Arcole, during which Napoleon successfully outflanked the Austrian army and carried the tricolor across the Alpine River in person. By seizing the bridge, the French prevented the escape of the Austrians and therefore the planned relief of the siege of Mantua. Oh, you get like a gold medal or a silver medal, and I'm just getting the silver medal like a piece of shit. Alvinci and Kwazodonovich. Oh, it's legit. It looks legit like in real life. Wow. Good job, developers. Oh, fuck. That looks real. Whoa, that looks actually like... Whoa.
Today is November 15th, 1796. I have chosen the site of battle to prevent the Austrians from concentrating their superior numbers against my forces. My plan is to capture the town of Arcole in order to threaten their lines of supply.
Literal
The main
spoilers.
body of the Austrian army under Alvinci to the northwest at Belfiore will attempt to relieve Arcole. I know that the marshy ground between the French and Austrian positions will limit the size of force Alvinci can bring against me. We must capture Arcole in the east to carry the day. At the same time, I must resist pressure from the Austrians to the west.
Ooh, interesting mission, man. Ah, they have so much more units than me. Does the battle end if I win? Because I'm not, that's too much. I'm not gonna beat that. It's just even if I beat this is a fucking onslaught. It's the only bridge on the map. Ah, there's also this. This is gonna be no joke. There's a fort straight east. We can just walk into Arcole. We should shoot this artillery piece, probably. That means long-range guys should be the holders. Close-range guys should be the killers. Can skirmish. Okay, well then fucking skirmish, boys. Boah, maybe let's just start moving and then react on the battlefield. Where are you fucking going? Let's shoot that cannon. Fast. Dude, they're already very close. It's gonna be very, very, very hard, man. Let's go, boys. Looks like artillery is the best thing I can hope for, huh? Wait, his artillery is dead. It's like dead already. I already do it. I think I can easily win this with artillery. The artillery seems ridiculously broken. Dude, we insta-killed this arty. Holy crap. I'm like insta-tapping them. This fucking artillery is ridiculous. I feel like I'm learning. Getting good at this game is about microing artillery, it seems, huh? This artillery is utterly carrying, man. We just killed 2 units. What is that then? Just killed 2 units. Yeah, are we already tired? I want to wait for 1 barrage. Boom, boom, boom. No hits. Let's maybe engage this first while the cannon does this. I love these skirmishers, man. He's getting a lot of reinforcements now, though. I can't put all my units into power right now. How do I play this better? I have a plan. Artillery is struggling now, huh? Because of the cover. Artillery is struggling a bit. Oh shit! I need to fucking go. I think we charge, right? We have to charge. We have to charge. This is not working. Okay, let's be aggressive. Let's be aggressive. Let's do it. Artillery is not finding any use here. How good are skirmishers, man? I'm developing a new technique. Make him go, and then the bridge is ready. Boom, boom, boom. That's not a very good shooting, guys. Retreat, cunt. Retreat. Give up. Done. Oh my god, that is scary. I need to probably bombard that. Melee charge. Got a melee charge. No question. That is so scary. Use the barrage, Tommy. Grenadiers actually have to do that. It's wrong. Faster, faster. That is scary, man. They're just trying to waste their time. Uh-oh. How do you inspire? I don't get that. Ah! I inspired them. Look at that. Ooh, shit. I'm getting cooked. Uh-oh. I'm losing. Oh, I'm getting wrecked, man. I can just kill the main force, I feel like. Just kill the main force at this point. Just kill the main force, honestly. Who cares? Yeah, just kill the main force. It's actually a bit too easy, I feel like. I failed my mission, but I just... It's almost a bit too easy, I feel like. It is an easy mission. Bro, we just murdered them, bro. That was fucking murder. Tommy, never happy with difficulty? That was very easy, man.